And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now the first carry for LeSean McCoy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next the score, Chiefs 7, Cowboys nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Man up, D. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Under. Check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the safety crank. Switch. Hop on. Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't? On me. Go to 53. You got shot. You got tight right there.
Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Why ain't?
He's coming. We got double up.
Here we go, going to 54. Why ain't?
Check. Deuce.
Gun.
Watch the edge.
50's the mic. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. 43. Safety creeping.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you, son. Sponge. No.
Come on.
43 is the mic. Hey, keep it up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up third down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Yellow.
43. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check. Lucky.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Cowboys nothing.
I go.
43 is the mic. You can't block me. Shoot.
Here, 15. Yellow.
second down. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Cowboys nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
An 8-yard loss.
Go, get out there, get out there.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
Check, 43. Yeah.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards. Brings up second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
43, 15.
Alpha. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. All day.
Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion. Guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's bring it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. March 43. March 43.
You ain't 15.
You ain't got nothing. Back. Hey, watch it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. There's a wall right.
3 down. Check 3.
Attack.
Big in.
Yellow.
Orbit.
Yellow.
Smoke. He's moving.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Get wide.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. Switch. Check.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Second down and goal. Prescott flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Under 10. Under 10.
We're going to 53.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, kill. 47.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watch twist. Go.
He's checking.
Go. Get out there.
Crash.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
On second down and 4. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
We're going to 54. Wide in. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. Gun.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Bang, bang. No. Off. Safe.
Check. Go. Get out there. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
26.
On first down, Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 9.
Here go 46.
Mike 50.
Under.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
26.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We're going to 54. Lions.
SOS.
Here we go. Going to 54. Lions. 47.
Watch twins.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch tight is right. Watch tight is right.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Check 13. Yellow. Check. Crack.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Showing it. 49. Check 49.
Hey, 15.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it out. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I hope you got your legs because I'm about to take you through. Check.
Easy.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check three.
Attack.
Williams. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
6 guys, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.